I've sat here many years with my wonderful colleagues, the faculty. My son went here, so I've sat here as a parent. It's quite different to be able to sit up here. It's a much better view of the graduation. So as your interim president, it is a great honor to welcome all of you, especially the graduates and their family and friends, to this 2011 graduation. Woo! I also just want to take a moment to acknowledge our losses. I know that many in this community have experienced personal losses this year, and our hearts are with you. And as a community, we have lost founding faculty and staff, Lester Mazer and Gay Carpenter, and also our colleague, Robert Seidel. So to their families and friends, know that they will always be with us. This is indeed a milestone year for Hampshire. Hampshire is 41 this year. It's the first full year of Hampshire College's middle age. So it's really important that what we have told the world this year is we are not having a midlife crisis. We haven't even had a year of settling down. Instead, we are experiencing a resurgence of ascendant energy. Thank you, Jill Lewis. That special combination of vitality, creative spirit, innovation, and deep commitment to human rights and social justice, which makes us Hampshire College. As many of you know, I have spent much of my adult life as an advocate for reproductive rights and justice. So that's where I tend to go for frameworks. So I have said many times, as your interim president, this was an honor that was unplanned, but not unwanted. And as Sig has pointed out, amazingly, I'm in my 9th month. So it seems really fitting to preside over your graduation, because I think of graduation as a kind of birth and a new beginning. So first, I want you to thank you, the wonderful graduates, to thank the family and friends and all the faculty and staff who together with you have created your journey at Hampshire College. So let's give them a round of applause. It's hot in the outfit. It's always also a pleasure to announce a new way we have of honoring the teaching excellence of our faculty. Thanks to alum David Gruber, we have awarded this year the first 2 prizes for excellence in teaching and advising. The award for teaching is going posthumously to our former colleague, Robert Seidel. And for advising to our colleague in cognitive science, Jane Couperis. And I know David is here, and we thank you, David. And I also want to let you know that the committee, which labored really thoughtfully about this, wrote to me and said that they really want these awards to stand for the excellence of all of their faculty. So that's the spirit of these awards. I also want to appreciate the faculty who are retiring after long service to the college: Robert Goodman, Lynn Hanley, and Paul Jenkins. Former longtime director of financial aid, Kathy Methot. Arlene King from the NS office, and Sophie Smolinski from the Children's Center. And please forgive me if I missed anyone. All of you will be missed. As you, the grads of 2011, move into the extended Hampshire family, what I think of as the Hampshire diaspora, it goes wide and deep. With great humility, I'm going to offer you some advice, because I think that's what I'm supposed to do. Some of you have heard me tell the story of my son who went to Hampshire, who called to ask me if he should get a dog. And all the parents here should understand this. I made the mistake of thinking he really wanted to know what I thought. So I told him, not a good idea right now in your life. So he hung up on me. So this is my first piece of advice. Know when someone is not asking for your opinion. But also know when they want your support. You're going to notice a certain variations on a theme of knowing. I must be going back to my roots in epistemology. So, drawing on my philosophy background, Socrates tells us true wisdom is knowing that you don't know. And having just completed that exhilarating, challenging, and completely humbling experience of Division 3, you really understand that. Your professors encourage you to keep raising the bar, keep raising your own bar, and you did it. Even after you rang the bell, and even after they signed off, as one student put it at her presentation last week, well, I'll be working on this for I think it's my Division 17. This is what I love best about a Hampshire education. As one alum told me, Hampshire is really hard. Division 3 almost killed me. But graduate school was really easy. Another piece of advice, which I just learned yesterday, see, I'm on my lifelong learning thing, from a student presentation. This one is really tricky, so listen up. Know that you don't know what you don't know. I'm just gonna leave it. Know that you're a global citizen. Bryn Gluckman, an alum who's a nurse at Coley Dickinson Hospital, said to me, "My Hampshire education taught me that the antidote to spiritual isolation and rigid judgment is having a global perspective." Know the Hampshire secret. Each of you is now a precious piece of this amazing and edgy, in the best way edgy, always challenging and never a dull moment, college. Alum Ken Burns says that Hampshire has a special sauce. And this is the tantalizer for admissions. If you come, you get the recipe. If you don't, you don't. But now, and I have to swear you to secrecy or we'll have to kill you, you all also know the secret, that there really isn't a recipe, but there is a pedagogical process which you have internalized. And I don't even know if this is scientifically possible. Alan Goodman will tell me later. But now Hampshire's DNA is in your DNA. And of course, our motto of our college, to know is not enough. You have already shown that, like the generations of Hampshire alums before you, you will take your amazing skills, talents, and abilities to a wider world, to your jobs, communities, to public policy, to advocating for human rights and social justice, to spiritual journeys, families, creative processes of all kinds, to making beautiful music or solving a math problem with elegance just because you can. As the Queen told Alice, you can think impossible things even before breakfast. You just have to practice. So, because I'm the president, I got my diploma before you did. And there's a lesson in this. I want you to also be prepared for people who ask you really strange things about Hampshire College. There's a lot of mythology out there, and you are the bearers of our truths. So I spoke at the Rotary Club of Amherst 2 weeks ago. Strange things happen when you're the president, okay? And somebody asked me, they said, is it true that the Hampshire diploma is round? You know, they were thinking of a Frisbee, whatever. So I adamantly denied it. And then when I was signing, yes, Sig and I hand sign each and every one of your diplomas. Here's what I noticed. It's a circle in a square. So Hampshire College, right from the start, has done the impossible. It's squared the circle. I want you to take with you the confidence, courage, and chutzpah, yes, it does begin with a C, to believe that you can do impossible things, that you can just do it. Long before that was a corporate slogan, this is something that characterized Hampshire grads. As a young alum said to me, she's in medical school at a conservative school, and she said, you know, a few of us were talking about starting an LGBTQ organization, and we were a bit demoralized, and other people said, how could we possibly do that? And she said, I went to Hampshire. You just do it. And she was echoing what a 70s alum, Gary Hirschberg, who started Stonyfield Farms Yogurt, said to me. He said, look, I graduated from here, and I had the confidence, and God knows the chutzpah, to start a business where there was no supply and no demand. So, and even as we are here to witness and celebrate your important achievements, we're also kind of sad to see you go. You have made indelible marks on this college, which allows us to hold a little part of you here. As you create your future outside of this place, you are creating Hampshire's. We love you, we wish you well, and our arms will always be around you. Thank you.